Hello and welcome to this new section where we are gonna see how to write those viral tweets. And before starting, I want to introduce you to the different types of content a bit more deeply so you can get a better overview of what's possible on X, what people actually like, and understand the different ways you can get attention. The first type of content is the educational content. This one may be relevant to you if you have some kind of experience in one field and you want to share it. But be careful, because if you're just getting started in something, it's better not giving advice on this field because people won't trust you. You need to achieve some success in this field before actually giving advices to others, otherwise it will sound fake. If you're just getting started, it's better going with the second type of content, which is your own journey in this field. This is actually one part of my content on X, and it's a great way to create content when you're not an expert yet in the field you want to write content in. Because if you write about the things you learn, like the failures, the successes, people will trust you because you're not pretending to be someone you're not. You're simply documenting your journey. And the great thing about this type of content is that there will always be people who are a few steps behind you and can learn from what you're currently learning. Next, we have the milestones. This one cannot be your entire content strategy, but it's a great type of content to sprinkle in from time to time. Milestones are basically the thing you achieve in your journey, and it could be literally anything. If you're in the indie hacking world like me, you can share about your current revenue with your startup, the amounts of commits you pushed this day, the numbers of users you acquired, a new feature you shipped, or even your first paying customer. And more broadly, you can share about your X analytics, the amount of impressions you made, the amount of followers, etc. There is literally no limit for this type of content. The only thing you need is a number to share. Next, we have the questions. The questions are great to get engagement because they directly trigger the algorithm. As I said earlier, the algorithm pushes more the content that people reply to, and questions trigger exactly this kind of reaction. So if you're writing questions for your audience, you're more likely to get a lot of engagement. But be careful with questions because it's impersonal. Like, anyone can literally write those questions. What I mean is, when you write a question, you are not creating connection with your audience. So it might be good to get engagement, but don't only use question in your content strategy. And if you want to create more connection with your audience, you can also use the personal stories. With a personal story, you're showing something about you. You share what you went through, what you learned, what failed, what worked, or what changed your perspective. And this makes your content impossible to copy because nobody lived exactly the same life as you did. And that makes you unique. This kind of content is a bit similar with the sharing your journey type of content, but here it's more like something that happened in the past and you can share the full story directly because you went through all of it. One thing that is important to remember is that people don't follow information, they follow other people. And finally, the last type of content is the connection tweets. This one is literally the growth hack. It will increase your number of followers very fast. This is with those kind of tweets that I made 250 followers in one single day. But be careful with those tweets, because if you do it wrong, it can also harm your account. That's also why I'm gonna do an entire video about this one to explain you what to do and what not. Alright, so now you have a global overview of the types of content you can write on X. I'm gonna go deeper with the most important ones in the next videos, but before that, let me summarize this video really quickly. So we have seen that we have three kinds of tweets that are gonna give you impressions: educational, milestone, and questions. You have two types of tweets that are gonna make you unique and impossible to copy, and that will retain your audience: personal stories and journey sharing. And finally, the type of tweet that will make you gain followers, the connection tweet. Now, what you want to do is not having only one type of tweets as your content strategy, but you want to mix all of those categories to be sure your account is truly balanced and won't attract the wrong type of person that are only chasing followers.